All right, guys, just a reminder, please use the raise hand button if you have questions for Coach. With that said, if someone wants to start us off with the first question, the floor is open.
All right, Coach, I'll go. I'll ask the obvious. What's up with Christian, and is he doubtful for this week? You think?
Yeah, he's doubtful. He worked today. We're not yet there. Maybe he can get there by Sunday, but I really think he needs to practice too. So him not practicing today would put him in the doubtful category for me.
Go to Elena Getzenberg.
Are you in this kind of the same place with Brian and Troy and the other guys on the list with them not practicing today?
I had to take each one by themselves. Brian's more than likely out, which is a shame. He's had a really good year for us. He's played really well. He was a difference maker yet again the other night. But I would call him out as of right now. Troy, not 100% sure, but I would say he's probably out as well.
I don't see any other hands raised. If someone else has a question for Coach, you can go ahead and unmute yourself and ask.
Matt, I guess with Brian, likely not playing, who do you kind of look to fill in his role? Who are you excited to see there?
Well, it really changes our defense. We've been having a lot of success in our 3-down package, which Brian can get to by just simply standing up and walking out. And we have done it with Marquise some, but Marquise, we feel more comfortable with him with his hand in the dirt. So I think, we'll just be a little more traditional, take out the 3-down stuff, play more of the 4-down stuff. And I think Marquise will play well. FA can play inside and can go outside, Austin Larkin, and then Yetur. So we have lots of guys who've played for us. I think it'll just change the structure of what we're doing.
Go to Mike Solarte, followed by Sharon Thorsland.
Hey, Coach, as you're entering week 16 and Christian has been out for so much, and now Burns and Pride are, as you just described, leaning towards being out. Are you ever asking yourself, when are you going to catch a break?
No. I'm attacking this week. We got a lot of guys that are healthy and excited to play, and we have a lot to play for. So, I just keep rolling, keep swinging until the very end of the year, until they say there's 0-0 on the clock. And we got a lot of other guys doing the same thing. And, I just feel bad for Brian. I feel bad for Troy. They suffered injuries. Brian hurt his knee, went back in the game and got a sack to get us the ball back. I think that should speak a lot about the type of year he's had. And, but injuries are part of the game. A lot of people have them, and, we'll just have to, find a way to get it done.
And kind of following up on that with the potential changes that you're having with the defense, you're saying you'll go more 4-down as opposed to 3-down, doing that against likely a quarterback like Haskins, and there's not a whole lot of tape on him from this season. So how do you combat that, the possibility of facing a relative unknown at under center and an offense that can run the ball and their backs can catch the ball pretty well as well?
Yeah, well, we've always just approached it when there's been a couple of quarterbacks up, just trying to take the offense as a whole, see the things that they're trying to get done. As you said, the tight end, Thomas is having a great year. McLaurin's having a great year. The backs catch the ball, run the football. I mean, I think they've got a nice system in place. Scott Turner does a great job. And so I think for us, it's just, whoever's under center, we just try to approach the offense itself and then adapt. So if it's Dwayne, if it's Alex, we on our end, we have no idea and really until the game starts. And so we'll just attack the plays, try to see what their overall philosophy is for us and react.
Hey, Coach, Washington got some injuries to some key players on defense as well, but they've been pretty impressive this season. How would you describe them as a defense, and what type of challenge do they pose for you guys?
Well, they're in the top 10 in every defensive category. They've got 40 sacks. They had one game where they had 8 sacks in the first game of the year. So they're as a good a defense as there is up front. They are coming after you with great players. young and sweat and off the edges. So I think they're really, really, really talented, really well coached. Coach Del Rio is obviously doing a great job, and it'll be the challenge for us is being able to hold up in pass pro and give Teddy time to to find the open man versus that relentless rush.
Let's go to Steven Toronto, followed by David Newton.
Coach, having been here a year now, I'm sure that you've gotten the opportunity to study the history of this franchise, not only what Ron Rivera did, but also John Fox and Dom Capers. Looking back, what do you think the defining characteristic of Panthers football has been over the last 26 years? And how do you feel like your team this year has reflected those characteristics?
And I don't even, I hope you take, I don't mean to cry. I haven't even made it a year yet. I still have some time, a couple of weeks, till I was announced, so it just, I think, when I think Carolina Panthers, I think about, keep pounding. I think about, the mindset of attacking everything and that relentless vision of Sam Mills and echoed by so many great coaches and great players. And, that I think if there's one thing our team's doing, it's definitely that, we haven't won as many games as we'd like, but we've had chances. But no matter what happens every week, I feel like our team's come back out the next week and played through adversity and played through injury and played through, some heartbreaking games but they've never given up and they've never relented. And so I think that this team has lived true to the mindset of keep pounding. And, we have 2 games left. We have everything in the world to play for, and I'm excited to see them go play again.
Yeah, Coach, regarding Washington's defensive front, what area are you most concerned about where they're going to be attacking your offensive line?
Just overall, their rush, their ability, I think right now they're 9th in the league in run defense. I think they're 3rd in the league in pass defense. They're 4th in sacks. So it's just the ability to, and they have all the, the blitz packages, the double mug, all the stuff. But, when they line up in a 4 or 5 man rush, they're extremely talented. They're really good. And so, to me, football always comes down to blocking and tackling, and our ability to block that front, to me, will determine the outcome of the game.
Let's go to Brett Jensen for the next question, followed by Steve Reed.
Hey, Matt, I apologize if you were asked this yesterday. In terms of the Pro Bowl, the fact that Brian Burns has far better stats than Chase Young, and also the fact that Moton, who's rated as either number 1 or number 2 in all of the NFL at his position, that none of them made it. Did that surprise you by any chance?
I'll be honest with you. I really didn't. I didn't even think about it. I want our guys to have a lot of success. I want our guys to just get all the recognition and accolades they get. But when I found out, I just kept moving on. And I think Brian Burns, I think Taylor, I think some other guys. They've had really, really good years. But unfortunately, they didn't make it. And so hopefully that they'll continue to develop their young players, and they'll have a chance to go represent the Panthers in the Pro Bowl at some point.
Hey, Matt, I just had a quick follow-up. Brian, what did the MRI say on his knee? Can you tell us?
I'm not going to get into that with just out of respect for him. I haven't asked him if I can share that, but nothing surgical or anything like that.
All right, a couple more questions. Let's go to Luke Liddon and then Joe Person.
Hey, Coach, this is a non-football related question. Obviously, Christmas around the corner. Do you have any special Christmas traditions that you share or do with your family? And how does Christmas look for you and your family this year, being in a new location, Charlotte, and things along those lines?
Well, we have the elf on the shelf. We have the elf on the shelf, which is all the rage in my house. My mom's Italian, so my wife, who's a fantastic chef, went to culinary school. She'll do like the Feast of the Seven Fishes. It'll be a little different this year because of COVID and getting stuff, but we do the traditional Christmas Eve Italian dinner. And then after that, I don't think we have anything else. Luckily for Julie and I, our kids, my mom and dad live here now. Julie's father is here now. So at least in some small ways at different times, we can go see our family. We're very blessed to have them close.
Is there anything you want for Christmas specifically? That's my follow-up.
I want to play well on Sunday. In terms of a gift or present, I don't think I'm going to get anything. So I have everything that I need.
Yeah. Hey, Matt, I was actually going to ask if Burns was a surgical situation, but it sounds like that's not the case.
No, he's not surgical.
And did you figure out what's going in your backyard yet?
Yeah, it's a she told me what it's called too. I guess like a pavilion, like a covered thing that you can, put a table under and eat. Is it pavilion? Pavilion? Yeah, pavilion. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Not a man cave?
No, there's no man cave. There's toy rooms and a pavilion.
All right, let's go to Mike Slarth and Elena Guttenberg for the final two questions.
She might have used the word pergola.
Yes. Thank you.
We did one in October. The inevitable matchup between these two franchises, given the coaching changes, how do you view the talk of, okay, well, Ron was there for so long and now he's gone and I'm the guy that follows him. And, you said on Monday, they don't give you the job. They don't hire a new head coach unless if you're winning a bunch, that sort of thing. So, I mean, just the comparisons and the talk of the revenge game and all that stuff. And while Ron's downplaying that, I know you don't have a stake in revenge here, but I mean, how do you channel the game itself as opposed to, and tell the guys that played for Ron, look, it's just another game.
I think our guys. I think our guys are pretty mature. I mean, we got some great veterans. They understand that this is a game. This is an opportunity for us to go play for, ourselves because we want to win and play for each other. So I don't spend too much time talking about those things. I think that there's a lot of really good coaches and a lot of really good men that were here that are on that staff now, and I'm sure there'll be lots of guys on our team that played for them that will hug them and talk to them before the game and talk to them after the game and all those things. I mean, I know, I know what those relationships are like. I mean, I think I've had like 7 or 8 games this year where maybe less, I don't know, where a guy who's played for me is on the other team. And after the game, I've enjoyed saying hello to them. So I'm sure there's all kinds of relationships in that regard. But I think for us, I mean, it's, we've had so many close losses. We want to win a game. And this is a chance to win a game. And, for Coach Rivera, I can't speak for him, but I mean, they have a chance to go to the playoffs. They have a chance to win their division. So I'm assuming they're going to be as locked in as you can possibly be with the chance to go win their division. And for us, I expect us to be locked in because it's a chance to go play and to go win. And we have, we have some things we have to get done.
Hey, Matt, I just want to clarify. I know you don't want to get into Brian's injury too much, but are you expecting him and Troy, just the way you described it, not to play next week either?
I have not ruled them out for this week. I would say that they're, like I said, very, very unlikely. So I wouldn't rule them out for next week then.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for Coach Rhule. Coach, we appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.